Dr. Serling says there's no actual cure for my problem. The only thing he can recommend is plenty of rest.
Mr. Gant, try to relax. Your worry only feeds the issue. The more anxiety you have, the worse it gets. I've heard of a lot of cases of this lately, but yours has to be one of the worst. Try to think of something positive to occupy your thoughts.
Funny. I thought something occupying my thoughts was the problem.
Glad to see you still have a sense of humor. Maybe we should talk a little bit about your past. See if we can get to the root of the problem and
What
fix
if
it.
they're wrong? What if you go crazy?
The problem, it's hereditary.
My mom was a carrier. She had it worse than me, though, and hid it so well. Really, only the people closest to her knew about it. I don't blame her at all, though. It's a lot like the cold sore virus. Parents know they have it and know it spreads. But I mean, what are you going to do? Not hold or kiss your own child? But slowly, all those little monsters just climbed from her to me. In a way, I suppose it's my only legacy. I remember her holding me when I was sick or had a bad day. It was like I could hide from the world. Then I got older and my dad left. I was the one that had to hold her. She seemed so fragile then, as if she was the child and I had to be the parent.
I'm sorry about your mother, Adam. Do you know any other people who are infected?
There's an anonymous message board I get on sometimes where people talk about their experiences with the what-ifs, or theorize about what they actually are. Some people say it's not a traditional virus, but some kind of metaphysical representation of human fears. As if the reason I'm being studied so frequently is because the collective consciousness of the human race manifested the constant everyday fear and paranoia that we all have into some kind of infectious organism. Other theories include the military creating the what-ifs as a form of psychological germ warfare. Not too far-fetched, really. I mean, the US even has a psychological operations unit that dates back as far as World War II. Whatever these what-if things really are, they're worldwide. Feeding on fear and doubt. Echoing through all of the infected at the most inappropriate moments.
I can't keep going on like this, Dr. Serling. Now with these constant, incessant voices in my head. I've been able to drown them out since I was little, but they just keep getting louder and louder. I don't even remember when these damn things crawled inside my head. It's like they've always been there.
Sorry to hear that, Adam. I have to go for a bit. I'll be back in a minute.
You know, I do remember when these things started getting louder. I was 13 and had my first crush. I had finally worked up the courage to ask her out. That's when I heard them.
What if she ignores you? What if she laughs? What if everyone laughs at you?
Those damn voices! It was like all I could do was listen to them. I just ran. From that point on, they just got louder and louder. But when I thought I couldn't handle it anymore, something amazing happened. I met her. She was a beautiful, dark-haired girl. The kind that never had a boyfriend because everyone either assumed she already had one or she would just say no. She had become my best friend in just 2 short months. And in those months, my brain was quiet. Like it was mine again. I never felt more like myself than when I was with her. I had to have her in my life. It was only a matter of time, though. There was a new group of what-ifs that started nesting in my brain.
What if she doesn't really? What if she realizes she's too good for you? What if she leaves you?
She did what she could to help silence my what-ifs, but eventually they grew too strong. Not even her love for me could shut them up. I don't remember when she left. I just know that she's gone now. That perfect girl. The only one to make me feel like me. Gone. The police had so many questions, and I did too. I thought she just moved back in with her mom, but neither of her parents had heard from her in over 2 weeks. I just assumed that she realized I wasn't good enough for her. That I was never what she deserved. There was a strange calm that always seemed to come with heartbreak. No fear, no anxiety, no noise in my head. It was nice, even if it was for a short period. Christ, have I really been talking to myself this entire time? Jesus Christ, my memory's gone to crap. I don't even remember making this appointment. He's the best at dealing with the what-ifs, at least. That's what they told me in the waiting room. I don't even... How long have I been here? Dr. Serling, can I go? Hey. Hey. Can I get out?
She doesn't really. What if she realizes she's too good for you? What if she leaves? What if there are no what ifs?